We are joined today with us today.
We're joined today.
Today. Today.
Today is a special edition episode of the Bottom Line Fast Fertilizer Facts. In 2025, we had 5 episodes with 9 experts answering your questions under 10 minutes. Here are our best moments.
And one is that foliar applications are very easy for a retail distributor to implement and very easy for a farmer to implement as well. We know that, regardless of the crop, whether it's, soybean crop in Iowa or an almond crop in California, there will be management passes that will occur across that field, usually focused on crop protection, fungicides, insecticides, herbicides, plant growth regulators, whatever is needed, based on the crop. But all of those passes across the field, provide an opportunity to apply foliar, nutrition, macronutrients, micronutrients, or some combination of those. And then the second point that I'll make is that the quality of the products, the compatibility, the uptake, the efficiency, becomes better and better, as we learn more about how to formulate with nutrients, but also start to incorporate other technologies like biostimulants that can help further improve the effectiveness and the ROI that these foliar nutrition applications bring to the farmer.
What makes ICL's toll blending services stand out from the competition?
So for us, we have our plant here in Fresno, California, and then Adel, Georgia, so southern Georgia. And with both, I think the biggest thing is our flexibility, our quality, timely shipments. Most customers, they'll come to us saying, hey, it's taken us 2 weeks to get products, where for us, we'll pack sizes from, on the liquid side, from pints to bulk truckloads. So depending on what sizes you're looking for, it could be a couple days. So our fast turnaround is really what makes us stand out in the quality of products we put out. And then the custom packaging side as well. So like I said, we supply a lot of the raw materials for our folks, but then we're also supplying all the packaging. So they'll come to us with an idea, and we're essentially helping them build that, to whatever specs they want. We have a lot of hydroponic customers or other ag customers that, they might want a 5-pound bag, a half-pound bag, or a 2,000-pound super sack. So we give them the flexibility on that. And then the regulatory side, especially here in California, most of our customers might be in the Midwest, East Coast, but, they do a lot of business out here. So we understand the regulatory side, and, so they appreciate that. It's the flexibility, and then, the quality and timely shipments that we're doing for these folks.
Well, we've seen some huge progress when we look at our Agrolution pH low and our Bioz diamond and pairing those two together. When we look at the phosphorus use efficiency that we will see from Agrolution pH low by itself, as it reduces the pH and enhances the nutrient use efficiency. But then when we pair it with Bioz diamond, we have seen very significant yield responses for some of our different varieties that we've seen in Michigan. And then we have also seen very much of 11 to 16% higher phosphorus use efficiency that we can get by pairing the Bioz diamond and the Agrolution pH low. We've seen a 4% increase across a couple of different years in Wisconsin on corn compared to the grower standard, as far as being able to have that, not only the yield efficiency, but the phosphorus efficiency. And then we've seen a 9.3% yield increase in soybeans, as well as better phosphorus uptake. So we're seeing some really positive results from that standpoint. We've also seen it in orchards where we've put the Agrolution pH low by itself. And we did not have access to Bioz diamond yet, and we saw statistically higher pear yields in the orchard.
With our extra line, we take one or multiple micronutrients and pair it with biostimulants. In the years of tests and trials that we have done with it, we have seen that you can actually apply a smaller amount of the actual micronutrient and get a lot higher intake into the plant with it, thereby a higher return on investment for the grower, as well as a higher yield paired up with it.
What is PEC acid technology and how exactly does it work?
Pec acid is ICL's proprietary acid water-soluble formulation. Pec acid is a 0-60-20. With that, this acid formulation delivers a phosphorus and potassium containing product. It's a dry water-soluble formulation that goes into solution quickly, leaving very little residue. So in the end, this product can be delivered to the end user as a concentrated formulation, and also has the unique ability to not only deliver P and K, but also condition water and clean drip systems, irrigation systems as well.
That's a very good question, and I think that's the one that ultimately needs to be answered. Time is money, so we do have a flexible application window, and we've got over 1,000 field trials where we're showing the benefits of polysulfate. What we've seen from a grower level too is really high customer retention rate. What we've seen is for the first year, farmer will dedicate a field to polysulfate, but then they'll come back the following year and dedicate 2, 3, or 4 fields to polysulfate. And they wouldn't do that if it didn't work. And so from a grower perspective, we have seen some significant ROI, because especially in today's environment, that matters. From a retailer, it provides a lot of benefits just due to the flexibility. So if you do dedicate a bin, polysulfate has 4 nutrients in it, and it's not limited to just commodity crops like corn or soybeans. You can also use it, as we had mentioned, in specialty crops, fruits and vegetables, potatoes, almonds. And from a pricing perspective, we do market competitive pricing, but we're also priced to grow. So retailers have really appreciated the price point we have for polysulfate in the marketplace today.
And that's the bottom line. We want to give a big thank you to Patrick Murray and Andrew Wall for taking the time to join us today.
We want to give a big thank you to Chris and Christy for breaking that down for us. Well, thank you so much, Mandy and Corey, for breaking that down for us today. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining us today and talking all things mid-season foliars. Thanks so much, Scott and Dan, for breaking that down.